Hey there, Facebook family. It's Nancy. I hope you are having a wonderful day so far. Thank you for tuning in. I'm honored that you have chosen to spend these next few minutes with me. I want to go ahead and jump right into things. I want to look at one verse today. Genesis 3:20 says, Adam names his wife Eve because she would become the mother of all the living. It's a simple verse that kind of sneaks up on you. I've read over it too many times to count, but I've recently come to love this verse. I love this verse for the placement of this verse. Up until this point, Eve has only been known as woman. God creates Adam, which is the translation of man in Hebrew. Adam is then tasked with naming every living creature that God presents him with. God creates woman for man, and Adam calls her woman. Eve eats of the forbidden tree, unleashing sin into the world in Genesis 3:6. Eve meets God for the first time, starting in Genesis 3:8. And Eve is given a new name in Genesis 3:20. Woman sins outside of a relationship with God. She knows about God because she plainly tells the serpent the gist of what God told Adam about the forbidden fruit. But she herself doesn't know God. Woman first meets God in the garden after she sins, while she is hiding because of fear. She's completely exposed. There's not a leaf big enough in that garden that can cover up her guilt, her shame, and her sin. I'm willing to bet that if you were to ask anyone if they know who Eve is in the Bible, they would say yes. They would probably tell you that what they know about Eve is that she's the first one to sin, which is true, but that is not how God sees her. God doesn't see her with the title of Eve, the woman who unleashed sin. God sees her with the title of Eve, the woman who will become the mother of all the living. He doesn't tack our sin onto our names like it is some title that we have to sign our names with for all of eternity. We no longer have to walk around as who we were apart from God, but we can walk proudly as who we are in God and in how He sees us. Our past mistakes do not disqualify us from fulfilling the role of serving God the way He designed us to. I think this is such a beautiful illustration of God's infinite wisdom and love for us. Adam could have called her Eve the moment he was presented with her, but he didn't. Why? Because God's timing is good and it is perfect. He gave Eve a new name outside of who she was apart from Him, and He wants to do the same thing for you as well.